Hi everybody, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new release for Team Yankee, a World War III miniatures game from Battlefront Miniatures. This time we're going to be taking a look at the M109 Field Artillery Battery for the US. This box contains 3 M109 155mm howitzers. And we see the nice paint scheme on the top of the box. On the back, very simple. We have assembly instructions, painting example. The contents of the box are 3 M109s, 1 minefield token, and 1 unit card. So let's go ahead and bust this guy open and see what we get. Alright, so this is what we get as we pull it out of the box. Opening it up, we get metal tracks, a stat card, we'll take a look at that in a minute, and there's the minefield token. Looks like we have some more tracks. Six tracks, 3 sprues with hatches, other doodads. And then the cast itself, which is resin, the hull and turret. And if you've ever assembled Battlefront miniatures before, resin miniatures, this is nothing new. Got the little divot there for a magnet. I don't see any magnets in the case, but they might be in there. So there you go, you get 3 of those nice hulls. The massive, oh, holy cow, that is a big gun. I'm sure it slots into there like that. Very nice. And then we'll go ahead and assemble one of these to take a look at it once it's all together. Alright, so here you go. I assembled one of these really quickly. Just kind of tacked it in place. So there you have it. One thing to point out in the assembly, when we were putting this together, I noticed that there is a spot for a magnet in the barrel as well. So this big gun you can magnetize, which would make storage a little bit easier because this gun is giant. Now for this one I just glued it in so you can kind of get an idea of what the vehicle looks like. Really not too many parts with this. The turret really has the hatch and machine gun ring, that's one piece, and the barrel itself. It's pretty nice otherwise. It's got some stowage and gear on the top of the turret. So very nice model. And then here, this one, I'll probably take it apart and reassemble it a little bit more carefully. It's got these little metal doodads in the back which look like they might fold down. The metal tracks, you know, it's a Battlefront kit, so you got to be used to these metal tracks not quite fitting in. You have to sand resin, you have to sand cut the metal to make it fit. So, but once it's in there, it's nice and it's got a pleasant weight to it. So there's the M109. Just to compare it, I've got some Soviets handy. Here's a T-72 tank next to it, and a BMP. So it's taller than either one of those vehicles, and the gun obviously is ginormous. Here's the 120mm on the T-72 and the 155mm on the 109. So just a giant, awesome looking piece of hardware. Alright, so now vehicle discussion time in the game. The M109, you can get either 3 or 6 gun battery. The 3 gun battery is 7, the 6 gun is 14. The neat thing about the M109 is you can upgrade its gun. So not only can it be a normal 155 millimeter bombardment, but you can give them bomblets, minelets, and laser guided projectiles. And each one of those costs an extra point or more, but it really gives you a lot more options on the battlefield. So here we can see the stats for the M109. Really the thing to point out, it has next to nothing as far as armor, front armor 2. I mean, it'll save you against machine guns, but that's really about it. The weapon, the M109 has a 155 millimeter howitzer, which is similar to its Flames of War counterpart. However, it only has an anti-tank rating of 4, 2+ firepower. So going against top armor of vehicles, it's still kind of iffy. Most tanks have a top armor of 2. Horde direct fire gives you AT-15. You're not going to be hurting any tanks, main battle tanks in direct fire. On the back side, we have the special rules. If you upgrade to bomblets, you can fire a bombardment with them. They have anti-tank 3, firepower 6+, but they use the salvo template, which is the giant template, which is nice. The laser guided projectiles, those have to be an observer, but basically it's a anti-tank 21, firepower 2+. It's almost like a M1 Abrams shooting at someone, but you don't have to expose these guys to line of sight. An observer, like a M113 Fist, can spot the T-72, and then these can drop laser-guided projectiles right onto them. And then minelets, once per game, you can fire a scatterable minefield. That's where that mine token comes in, which can slow down your opponents. So if you've got a T-72 rush going on or a BMP rush, your M109s can lay down a minefield and slow them down. They can also fire a smoke bombardment once per turn. So overall, a really cool unit. I haven't played with these yet, obviously, because I'm just opening the box, but I haven't proxied them either. So they're kind of new to me. I will be trying them out shortly in a game and hopefully be getting that game up on the website soon. But for now, there you go, the M109. All right, so there you go. That's taking a look at the M109 Field Artillery Battery. Just a few final thoughts. The cost on this, it is, I think, about $41 US retail for 3 vehicles and the stat card. So because it's metal and resin, you're paying a premium for these vehicles. So it's well over, what is that, like $14 a vehicle. But they are, I mean, you are getting a nice vehicle for your money. They are well sculpted, have a lot of detail, and very impressive looking. The one thing I had a problem in the assembly was these back pieces on the box itself. There was no clear picture of exactly how those went on. But if you go to the Flames of War Team Yankee website, it has a really handy assembly instruction guide that shows you how to do that. Plus Google's your friend. So overall, a pricey unit, but I think well worth it. You're not going to have a lot of these. At most, you're going to have a unit of 6, and that's kind of extreme. I think I'm going to run with 3 for a while and see how that goes before consider getting another box of these. But I would definitely recommend at least 1 box for US players out there, and I imagine these are going to be applicable for further down the road when we get British and West Germans in on the action as well. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing and looking at a M109 Field Artillery Battery for Team Yankee. Thanks for watching. Please feel free to subscribe. Leave your thoughts down below in the messages. Let us know what you think about the M109, about Team Yankee, and what you'd like us to cover in the future. Thanks for watching.